Hi, everybody. Once again, we're live on Facebook with Olivia Pucci. Olivia Pucci. And she's a wonderful LA singer, LA-based singer. She's beautiful, she's classy, and we're going to talk to her in a minute. I'm just trying to make sure that we are, in fact, Facebook Live. I have my FDNY hat on today because it is 9/11. I pull it out once a year to commemorate that horrible day when we all remember where we were. We all remember where we were. I'm just typing a message to my guest. Anyway, we had a very interesting week this week, politically speaking, and we all know what that was all about. It's never a dull moment with this guy, right? Never a dull moment. But without further ado, whether we're live or not, we are recording, and I am going to bring my guest out for us to say hello to. Hi, Olivia. Olivia! Hi!
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, what a beautiful picture. Oh, I love that.
Oh, thank you. Yay.
I can.
I am.
Yes.
Okay, let me try to see if I can get this camera going.
Yeah, get the camera going, and I'm still trying to get us on live. I am recording us, however. And so what we're going to do, if this doesn't go up live, I don't know why it's not for some reason. I can't find me on my Facebook page. Hi! Look at you! You're beautiful! Oh, goody. I think we're going to have a song.
Well, I made sure I was prepared if
I love you. I knew it because you're always you always come with a new costume, a new hairdo. I love your hair.
Thank you.
I'm going to.
So I set up my microphone to make sure also that just audio-wise, like when I speak, you can hear me well. So does it sound okay?
It sounds great. It sounds great to me.
Yay.
Put on my earbuds because it makes me sound better when I'm talking to you. There we go. Hello. Yes, for some reason I don't know if we're live, so I am recording us. And what I'll do is I'll post this right after we do our hour. How are you?
Good. I'm really good. With everything going on, I feel like I was trying to think about just topics today, and I always come back to music, and I believe like anyone who loves music, if you come back to music, like you can find your happy space.
It's
so today
healing.
I was singing some songs to brighten up my my mood.
It's very heavy today. I have my FDNY hat on because I'm
Yes.
memorializing 9/11. I take it out once a year and I wear it all day.
Yes.
We used to live right across. We had a bird's eye view of the World Trade Center from our window in Jersey City. That's our last apartment was in Jersey City. So we take the train in.
Is that right?
And the train would go either to World Trade Center or 33rd Street. If we were there that day, we would have taken it to World Trade Center. So we're very, very blessed to be here.
Yes.
Why don't we start off with a song?
Oh, wow, right off the bat. Okay. I wasn't sure if we were going to get into that. I have this here to do some for
And
you.
what is your background now? Are you someplace else besides home, or is that a green screen or?
No, this is actually like a photographer's kind of like print. I've just had a fun time, like kind of going through the internet trying to find different backdrops, and these are actually really affordable, and you can light them in different ways. So yeah, that's what this is. It's a fun little fabric. So my husband was making fun of me. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna do an interview in the alley today?"
I
So
love it. It's so you. It's
I was like, I like it. It's kind of has that 90s R&B hip hop. That's my
got that
jam.
sophisticated downtown funk going on. That's
Right?
you. Classy, sophisticated downtown funk. I mean,
Thanks.
and now where you live, is the smoke? Uh, are you near the smoke? Because it's
No,
in the
thankfully we
air.
are
No
not
matter.
near the smoke. We have, the haze over our skies, but fortunately our air quality is still decent, and we aren't seeing, the crazy sky colors that I'm seeing from my friends in Northern California. There has been a little bit of ash, but for the most part, we're very fortunate where we're located. It hasn't been too bad. How about yourself?
Well, the sky is gray. It's very apocalyptic. The sun is orange.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
the haze over the ocean. You can't see the
Yeah.
mountains. You can't see anything. It's
Yeah.
just usually it's very clear here near the beach. So
Yeah.
it's very yesterday it kind of hit me really hard with everything going on in the news and
Yes.
politically, and then, these fires. It's the only thing we can do is to keep creating and make people happy with
Right.
our music and our
I've
smile.
been joking with friends that the emoji with the hand to like the face. I was like, as soon as you type in 2020, that should just populate as like
I know,
the
right?
emoji.
Yes,
Like,
that should
oh
be,
my God, what next?
let's do
What
that.
next is
We'll make a lot of money off that one for sure, for sure.
Well,
And
cool. I can
ready?
start off with a little something something for you.
Okay.
And again, I want to keep it light. I think we have a lot of stuff going on in the world that's given us the heavy. So hey, let's counter that with a little bit of like lightness. So here's just one of my favorite songs. When I hear it on the radio, I definitely like turn it up and I start bouncing and I
All right.
do my little like elbows.
All right. Let's have
So
it.
yeah.
Woo!
Oh, and this is Chris Cadenhead on the keys.
Fabulous, Chris Cadenhead.
Oh, yes. Gotta love him.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies, and you were my prey. Boy, I promise you if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gon' hook it up, probably talk on the phone. But see, I don't know if that's good. I've been watching you while sleeping with you. I probably shouldn't let you know. If I let this go, you can't tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. I hope you're responsible. Boy, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. Is it your goal? Is it my goal? Sometimes I'm goody goody. Right now I'm naughty naughty. Say yes or say no, 'cause I'm gonna need somebody. Tell me I got somebody. Boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies. Babe, I promise steal this secret from you. Probably shouldn't let you know. If I let this go, you can't tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. I hope you're responsible. Boy, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. Is it your goal? Is it my goal? Sometimes I'm goody goody. Right now I'm naughty naughty. Say yes or say no, 'cause I'm gonna need somebody. Tell me I got somebody. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
wash my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. Is it your goal? Is it my goal? Sometimes I'm good at right now I'm not a naughty. Say yes or say no, 'cause I'm gonna need somebody. Tell me I got somebody.
Woo! Man, Aaliyah.
Fun.
Aaliyah, gone too soon.
So good. Oh my gosh.
So amazing.
That
So
was
amazing.
Timberland, Missy, Aaliyah, they just had it locked in.
Talk in your microphone. Talk in your microphone.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
forget about that. Yeah, so Aaliyah and Timberland and
yeah.
Missy Elliott, that combo, they just killed it. They
Oh my
knew
God.
they knew how to make us bounce.
What a great team. And boy, did they give a, she was so young. And
Absolutely.
now R. Kelly's in court. But anyway, we won't go there. Uh, he did make a star. He knows how to pick
Oh
them.
my gosh.
Woof.
I did
But
watch a few of those. I couldn't believe
yeah,
it all.
Claudia is wondering where we are. So she's with us in spirit.
Yeah. Oh,
Claudia Klein. Yeah,
yes, love her. Love
yeah,
her.
she's a real glue for the community. You know, she's always
Absolutely.
there for everybody. She always gives out a positive vibe. She sends. She's she's homebound. She won't go anywhere alive. I'm like, come on, come out. You know, I wanted her to come with me to see you last week. Now,
Oh.
tell me about that gig. Tell us all about that gig. The
So the Tin Roof Bistro
in
in Manhattan Beach is a beautiful outdoor restaurant. They've converted a lot of their restaurant to be outdoors as well, and it's beautiful. You feel like you're in this little Italian piazza, and they are starting to bring live music back because they genuinely believe and know how much people need that to feel, that normalcy again, that feeling of being back to how we were. So fortunately, the management there has started to have music, I believe, four nights a week.
wow.
Yeah, and so I am now the Tuesday night spot to be able to perform there, and it's just really a great feeling to do these, but then get back and have like that eye to eye contact with people and see them go from maybe talking to their friends and listening, but then looking up and like smiling, and you just know you made that connection, even if it was just for that second. And I think as artists and musicians and performers, that's what drives us. Like, do we get you? Do we make you did we make that contact? And then once you feel it, it's like a surge of energy. So
Right.
I'm very happy to be back doing some live shows.
Yes, we're all happy you're back. And I was
Aw.
down there last week. It's a wonderful. It's in Manhattan Beach,
Yes.
and
So
it's
Tuesdays from 4 to 8.
it's at 4 to 8. It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna go live on my phone here because people are
Okay.
calling. Hold on.
And
Uh,
side note, Claudia Klein is one of my dearest friends. At my last Tuesday show, I was wearing this beautiful ring, and I feel like she gives me superpowers because she gifted me that ring. So I feel like whenever I go into new situations, as long as I have my superhero ring that she gave me, that everything will be great. Love Claudia.
Claudia is the best. She is a friend to all, and
Yes.
she
And I'm honestly surprised she doesn't have her own management company by now. I mean, she literally knows everyone.
well, I've brought that up with her many, many times, and she won't. You know, it'll take the fun out of it, and I can understand that.
That's true.
I can
That's true. That's true.
definitely understand that. All right, let's see. I'm trying to fix the phone so that it's facing us because this happened last week with another act. They had their show ready to go, and they couldn't get on Facebook. Can everybody see? Hold on. Sorry, Olivia. This never happened before. Um, so, do you book yourself? Because I know you have a company called La Venture,
Yes.
and
So yeah,
tell us
quite
about
a
that.
few years ago, I started L'Aventore. It's
La
the
Venture.
adventure in Italian, and it stemmed from just going on auditions, going and possibly not being the right fit for, a band or, an act that was doing things. And I said, you know what? I'm done auditioning. I'm going to make my own company and I'm
Yeah.
going to book myself. So I just started doing that. And from, just applying the hustle, making the website, making the, you know, um, supplies, the promo, and just like really getting myself out there, I started being able to book myself. And then it just
Well,
evolved from that to booking other people, and then just getting solid relationships with like hotels and venues. So it was such a beautiful natural progression of, if you just do it, like, you can do it.
well, I mean, I think that that's empowering for all of us. I think when you put your career in the hands of people who out there who are going to discover you and then wave the magic wand and suddenly you're getting, no, it's easy. When you're generating your own activity, work comes. And if it's somebody else is offering you something that, you could take or leave, you still have your own way of doing it, that you have your
Exactly.
own business, so you can book yourself. So,
Yeah.
so what kind of shows do you usually do through your company? What are you
So it
looking for?
evolved from clubs to then hotels and resorts, which just kind of lends right into corporate events and weddings. So I was able to just establish an entertainment company of live music for all those needs, whether it's the corporate event, the hotel lounge, the restaurant that just needs, music for their Taco Tuesday. I was able to make these contacts and then just be the resource. At first, of course, I would introduce myself, but as time went on and we became more booked, I was able to be trusted to be a good resource of other entertainers. And I'm so grateful that I know so many to refer and, help everyone just keep gigs going, keep the livelihood of live music and getting paid to do it. And then from there, met a few different agents who book specifically for corporate events, and then just became, one of their, you know, go-to people for referrals.
Excellent. And
Yeah.
now, when I saw you last week, you were performing without a band.
Yes.
So you can go without a band, or you can go with one other person, or you can go with a full band. What do you
Yes.
prefer?
I love playing with the band. I mean, if I had it my way and the budget was just always plentiful, I would have a full on, Sade orchestra, behind me with like multiple percussionists and horn section and, the whole nine yard. I mean, how could you can't go wrong when you have all that energy vibing behind you and with you, and that just makes you perform that way.
That's right.
Um, but fortunately, through just different scenarios, I've learned how to kind of accommodate my performances to the needs of my clients. So if it's just a little ambiance, I can do that as a duo. If you want a full band, I could do that. But ultimately, I mean, the dream and the heart, and I think the most uplifting is always performing with a full band. And it's funny you should mention, I've never performed as a soloist, because I've always kind of been the music director. I didn't
Ah,
pick up the guitar or the piano. So that was my very first time of performing solo. And I was a little nervous, but I think, after so much gigs and performances, you just get back on the saddle and you're like, I can do this.
well, honey,
And yeah.
you didn't break a sweat. I mean, you looked very comfortable up there, and everybody loved you. The place
Thank
was packed,
you.
first of all.
Thank you.
And people were having a good time, and you were singing happy birthday, and your set list was jamming, and it was just such a
Thank you.
fun gig. And I don't know,
Thank
I
you.
mean, you could take that anywhere, doing tracks. Plus, you have Chris Cadenhead doing all of your piano
Doing all the piano.
equipment. Now, you played with Sam Barsh too, right?
Yes.
Did
Yes.
he,
Very fortunate to perform with him as well.
did he do any of those tracks? And when was the last time that you performed with him, and how did that come about?
So I had heard of Sam. He was performing as a duo. I think it's called Palter Ego. And I was just like, oh my God, I love the sound of this guy's renditions. Like I loved her voice, and I really love the way they like, had their arrangements. So I was kind of like, I need to meet him. And so I went to the Blue Whale and I saw him perform, and I gave him my card and kind of just stayed in contact. And I finally had a moment to be able to hire him. So I called him up, let him know who I was, and how we met. And he was so nice and so like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. Like, let's do it. And so it was at the Intercontinental in Century City. And we just started like jamming, even went to his studio and record a few songs. And he's just super talented and such a gracious musician that was like, yeah, come on, let's do this. And I'm really grateful for my connection with him.
He is such a nice guy and
Such a
so
nice guy.
super talented. Now,
Absolutely.
you play piano and guitar. Now, do you write your own? Have you ever written your own arrangements for a band
I
situation?
wouldn't say I've written arrangements. I don't necessarily know how to like chart, full original orchestrations for the musicians. Kind of just like, here's the chords that it moves through. Let's figure this out together,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some of the original music that I have made. And yeah, I think like with most um, or we stand in our own way, even though we'll create something, but we're like, no, it's not good enough. I can't.
Right, right.
So yeah, I think kind of making my original renditions of R&B and hip hop songs was my safe way of being original, but without having to take full full responsibility.
Right.
So that always gave me my comfort zone. But I do have a collection of original music that I am starting to build up my confidence to perform, and I have posted a few of them during this quarantine to just say, hey, why not? They're just sitting there, and I've received some really positive feedback, so it's giving me that encouragement to keep pushing out the original tunes that I do have.
Yes, I think you should drop a couple of them in your repertoire. And
Yes, exactly.
also, when you make a CD with
Yes.
original tunes, you don't have to pay any licensing. I mean, let's not get
Right.
technical and bore everybody, but
I
I just
know.
finished up the last details of a project that I'm working on, and two of the songs are originals, but the other seven are covers, and so you have to, you know, shovel, you
Right.
gotta dish it out.
Right.
You gotta reach in your pockets for that. So the beauty of writing your own songs, to me, it's like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. It's the scariest.
Yeah.
It's very scary, but are you excited to have people? Were you nervous when you posted your
Yes.
song?
I was, but at the same time, I feel like certain signs happen for us in our lives, and we could either choose to like, go with it, or pass it, which I've done many times. But there was a girl who reached out to me, and from time to time I used to perform some of my originals. I think as time got on to doing more corporate events and things of that nature, I was like, oh, I have to stay on course. Let's not throw any originals in there. But prior to that, I was singing at a restaurant, and the girl contacted me, and this I had stopped playing at this restaurant maybe like, I want to say almost like 10 years ago. And she said, you sang this song called Safe in Your Arms, and I used to have your CD that you promoted during that time, and I lost it, and it was really special to me. The boyfriend that I had at the time has actually passed away, and
Oh,
we both really loved that song together. And I was just so taken back, like, oh my God, my original song, like that one song that like I never play anymore, like 10 years later you're reaching out to me hoping to have a recording of it. So that really kind of pushed me of like, okay,
oh yeah.
you need to do something with this. You need to either release it or just open up that vault of songs that you have because they do touch people, whether or not we know it or not. So if that's all that I could do, yeah, I made her a new little playlist of those songs from those old demos, with that song. And yeah, it was really, really special to receive that. And I feel like another message from saying, hey, come on. If not now, then when?
Right. Right.
So yeah.
Isn't
So
that
yeah.
best feeling
So
too?
yeah, as much as it was a little nervous, I was a little nervous. I feel like since I had that kind of like presentation, that platter of someone is requesting it, then I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I mean, all of these challenges, has been your biggest challenge in your career so far? Whether it's internally or with people that you've dealt with or situations that you've dealt with that you've had to move past.
I think for a lot of my career in building, it's always been kind of a male-based world. The managers, the booking agents, the people who are making the decisions, have all been men, and very, very nice men. But at the same time, there was a few experiences where I felt, I wasn't taken as seriously or seen as, having too many, ideas, or being too grand for the situation of what I was hoping to create. And I just had to learn that I can make those adjustments myself. Then I didn't need to rely on anyone else to create them or to move them forward. So that was a big learning lesson at first, of like, oh, well, then I guess it won't happen, or oh, I guess I can't do that, because I was being told that I couldn't, or that it wasn't going to happen. So I really had to step up and learn a lot more, which was fine, because now I can do it. Now I can build sets. Now I can set lighting. Now I can, arrange and create real productions. And I probably wouldn't have been able to do that had I not been told no.
Right.
So now I can.
Exactly. Well, there's always a lesson. There's always a silver lining. There's always
Yes.
a way to go around it to empower yourself,
Yes.
to take control.
Yeah.
Now, can you talk a
Exactly.
little bit about the virtual Uncorked Wine Festival that you just, am I
Yes.
saying
Oh my
that
God, I love Michelle
right?
Silverstein. She's the one who
Before we even go any
amazing.
further, hi
Yeah.
everybody. We had problems getting on Facebook Live tonight for the first time, so I'm recording, so I will post this later. But can you all see us okay? Can you let me know, because I can see your posts here. Hi Amber. Hi everybody. Can everybody see us okay? Just want to make sure.
Having my shoulder pads. Got to be able to see those.
Because she looks beautiful. Oh, no, okay.
Yay.
Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay. The light. The light. Oh, the light. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Trying to figure out. All right, so I'm going to hold that down there like
Do you
that.
do that, like when you hear a certain word, you start singing a song?
Oh, God, all the time. And people crack up. They're like, I haven't even
All
heard
the
that
time.
for so long.
I know.
Um,
I know. Friends are like, where did that song come from? I'm like, I don't know. I have a radio station in my head.
always music in my head. Always. It drives me crazy. I feel, Amadeus had that happening too, so I guess I'm in good company. You are too. So tell us about the Uncorked Wine Festival. Oh, shit. Okay, folks. We just lost the feed.
Okay.
Oh, here we are. Okay, there you are.
Here we are.
There? All right.
Yay.
Oh. Now you're sideways.
Am I sideways?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can adjust.
Oh, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh, there you are. Yeah, there you are. Now I can't hear you. Okay.
Oh, wait, are we frozen now? Oh no, we're
No.
frozen.
Frozen when your heart's not open. Ooh, that would be a good song for you to
Let
do.
go. Oh, I look like I should be singing a Frozen song.
Yes, you do. A Mulan. You look like a Mulan. Okay, so here we are. Tell us about
Oh, the Uncorked.
the Uncorked. Uncorked
Yes. So the
Virtual
Uncorked
Wine
one.
Fest Battle Edition with Maya Sykes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, so good. So just a little backstory on Uncorked. For the past 3 years, I've been performing for their major event that's held at Union Station. Thousands of people. Just
Wow.
big, huge, like epic ceilings in Union Station. Just the most amazing show that I was able to do on a yearly basis for them. So then when everything got shut down and everything was already scheduled, the brilliant Michelle Silverstein converted it into a virtual event, which basically you got to meet one-on-one and talk one-on-one with the vineyards. Very entertaining, lively people. She had, trivia, and then she would drop in entertainment, which was me. And so, it was just an amazing thing to be able to still do this event that I loved and that, people had remembered me from and were excited to see me perform. So
And
I
tell
had
us
done
what Union Station is. So for those
oh,
of
so yes,
those listening audience who don't know, it's a historic.
historic train station in downtown Los Angeles. Beautiful Art Deco. I can't even describe how high these ceilings are. I want to say like 4 stories.
Oh,
It's just so beautiful with like glass windows and these tiled floors. It's just so beautiful, and to be able to perform there was just always such an almost out of body experience. I'm
oh,
like, oh my God, here I am.
and the
So
acoustics.
yeah. So yeah, Union Station, and then virtual, it converted to virtual, and I have been able to perform a couple of times because now you can do it more frequently. It isn't as big of a
Right.
production when you can just do it online. But people sign up, they get the wines shipped to their house so they can enjoy and actually sip the wines while the wine makers are talking about it and giving you all the details. And I did a few performances, and this last one she had titled the Battle Edition. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get some of my friends in here. I was like, let's do a Battle of the Singers. So I contacted Maya Sykes,
Oh my
Dean
God.
Armstrong, Justin Hopkins, and Tatiana, and 4 incredible vocalists, all totally different styles. And that's what I wanted to offer. I wanted to introduce these incredibly different variant like varied singers who will knock your socks off just because they own their style so well. So yeah, I was able to kind of put that together for her, and everyone had a blast. Everyone was great, and Maya won and it was honestly like the Michelle said it was a close tie. But Maya like made it up to the top. She sang a song called "Hold On" by Alabama Shakes, and
Oh my
everyone
God.
just like feeling it, and it was such a great event. So I'm sure she's going to be having another one soon. So I hope to create some more music for that event.
Is that a live band or tracks or?
Possibly. I haven't done a live band. The first one I did was a duo, and then I did tracks, and then it was the battle. So we'll see what I come up with
How did they
next to keep
vote?
everyone
How did you get the votes in?
So on Zoom, you can start a poll. And so she just had the names of the different artists. So everyone, I think there was about 300 plus people attending the Zoom. They at the end of it all, they were able to take a poll, and then that's how they were able to find out,
Oh
yeah,
my
who
God, that
won.
is just amazing. It's just amazing what we can do with technology when
I know, right?
when it works.
And
Well,
it really helped, push me to that point of like learning, the Zoom apps and the audio, and
oh,
you
sure.
really have to step up to get into that.
Well, also, you're a Bose endorsed vocalist
Yeah.
now. You use
Yes.
that's what you're using right now, right? At home.
Yeah, that's what I'm using right now. The Bose mixer and the Bose compact, USB right into my phone, so I get that direct signal. Very, very proud and happy to use Bose. I mean, even prior to them, making me an artist in their roster, I just always use Bose because they have the best sound. So
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Awesome. Man, you're just like non-stoppable. You are
Oh,
just
thank
a
you.
whirlwind of because when this COVID hit, you didn't stop. You were doing home concerts, a lot of like what you're doing right now. One
Yeah.
of your backgrounds, because you
One of
had
my backgrounds.
every
Yeah.
week you tune in just to see what the background was and what she wearing. What's she wearing? And
Oh,
what's her hair going to look like? And what's the background going to be? One time you had like an ocean going. You had three. You were in like a hallway or something, but it was
yes.
you had a screen. You had a projection of the ocean waves behind you, and the lighting was so romantic, and you just sounded great. You just
Thank you. Yeah. You
uh,
just got to have fun with it. You have to have fun with this time. And I
that's
feel
right.
like that's
You
what kept
didn't
me
stop.
positive.
And then one thing led to another, and suddenly there you were. Work was coming. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
way we have to keep moving. We have to figure out a way how to get through this, and you have. What is it like to be a mom and a wife and a career, a rising star?
Nah,
What is that? Can you balance
I think
it?
it's a good balance. I think because music makes me happy. I mean, when I met my husband, he came to one of my shows, and I think it was the funniest thing. It's this little sushi restaurant that I was playing at in Manhattan Beach, and for some reason that night, everyone was just in a spirit. And by the end of the night, we were like literally dancing on the tables. Like I was on one of the tables, like singing and dancing, and here he is seeing me perform for the first time, almost like, oh my god, like what is this? But I think it was a good introduction for him to understand how happy music makes me, and so that's always been part of our our relationship. He'll support and help however he can, because happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
And my son
Anyway,
is a
he's
very
lovely.
talented man himself. He actually loves musical theater. He's been doing that for quite a few years now.
Oh.
Yeah, so he loves dancing and just being entertaining. I don't know where he got that from, but he so fun. So I think because we're all kind of in this realm together of what makes us happy, it's much easier to balance than I guess it could be in in any other situation.
Oh, well,
And for the
good.
most part, my husband's awesome. Like he'll take care of my son when I go and do gigs at night. That's how the plan was. And then in the daytime, I could go help my son at school and here and be like the art teacher, and you just find a way to make it all balance.
Is he back to school?
Virtually, yeah. They here in Redondo Beach, the kids are doing online school, and so far it's okay. It's different, but we try to make it work. Meet up with our little bubble of friends that we trust, and still get that chance to run around outside.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed, did you have to do any kind of homeschooling during COVID?
When things shut down initially, that was kind of a big like, what are we doing here? How are we doing lessons? So I definitely stepped in since I was available. I didn't
Right,
have any
right.
more shows.
I mean, this must
It
be
was almost
tough.
like a natural progression of
Oh,
like, okay, I'm not doing this job right now, so let me step
let me
in to
be the
do.
mom. Let me be
Yeah,
the
let me
full-time
be the
mom.
mom. Yeah.
Now, you were born in California, right?
Yes, born and raised in San Francisco Bay.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you went to the Musicians Institute?
I did. I did. I came down here to go to MI, went through the Vocal Institute. Mama O was my vocal coach, and she really helped me preserve my voice. I'd always been a singer with my family, mom, dad, everyone sings, but it wasn't until I got, training from her that I could sing for 4 hours a night and never lose my voice.
Wow.
Yeah. just really, really good understanding of the connection, you know, to your vocal cords, to your brain, to the different chambers you need to send notes to, so you're not straining. So
Right.
yeah, I owe a lot to her training.
Mama O.
Mama O.
Shout out to Mama O. Thank you. Is she still there?
I think she's moved on. Yeah, but she was a talented lady. She came in with these like amazing, beautiful dreads, and she just like had this like soulful voice, and she was just so good. Such a good like my fairy godmother of vocal coach.
Because you have a unique style with your voice. I was saying to you the other night, it's you throw your voice, but you don't get louder in volume. And so it's a real technique. I don't know if you know that. And did you learn that there, or did you just kind
I
of
think
go
I
out?
just kind of developed like just from singing. That's just what felt good. That's just the
Yeah.
place that felt good.
Do you do any warm-ups now before you
I
sing?
do. Not as much as I should. Not as much as yeah, definitely not as much as I should. But there are times where I know I'm going to sing or I'm going to be speaking. So you know, I'll do a few little like la 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 la.
Yeah, yeah. That's what Tony Bennett says. He says, "Yeah, I just kind of go woo 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 wah 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 wee 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 wee, and then I'm ready."
Yeah, and then I'm ready.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, during pre-COVID, I was performing like almost 4 nights a week. So I felt like my muscle was such like a little athlete in there because she
Yeah.
was working a
Yeah.
lot. 4 sets, 4 nights a week. It was really, I think that was one of the things that kept me singing during this time as well. Is I took almost like a month off. I think we were all just like, what are we doing? What are we doing with ourselves now? Um, and I tried to sing, and there's a little bit of a a little bit of a delay. It's
Yeah,
not
there's
as
a little
sharp
delay.
as it was, you know, a month ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're
So I
getting
definitely.
close to the hour, so I don't know.
Okay.
It does that. It does that. Um, it's, I would love to hear you do another song if that's all right with you.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
but while you're setting that up,
Sure.
um, what would be your most vivid vision of what you would like to uh, do? I know you said before, of course I would love to sing in front of a big band with horns. Is that at the Hollywood Bowl? Is it at Radio City? Do you see yourself in front of like a big band? And talking about like, a big band with like, a whole like 20 people, or
Yeah.
something like with the Regent horns and funky piano and a band with horns as opposed to a big
Yeah.
band where you would come out in a
Yes.
gown or something like that.
Well, I think I always want to come out in a gown, but whether or not I'm singing Gin and Juice, I'm down with either way. I think to be able to sing at like the Hollywood Bowl with a full band, that was my big vision prior to this, as well as traveling internationally. That was also one of my big vision board kind of hopes for my career, to be able to, let's just go sing in a piazza in Italy, let's go to Spain, let's do jazz festivals, let's actually be able
Yeah,
to travel the
everything.
world. Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of how it was. I think now with everything that's changed and things that I've learned, I'm really excited by technology. I'm really excited about like the different kinds of shows that I can offer now. So things have kind of adjusted into like virtual shows, being able to put on like entertainment where people can still have their distance, where people can still enjoy like what live music sounds like and looks like, but in this whole new way, because we have to adjust. We have to, kind of create a new way of this live entertainment. So I think to me, my dreams have kind of shifted a little bit into the way of becoming like a real virtual concert
diva,
creator.
a concert diva. Come
Concert
on,
diva
just say it. Just say
of the
it.
arts.
It's there. Definitely there.
Yes.
Well, you're so lovely.
Thank you.
I please tell us where we can find you. I know you're on several platforms, LinkedIn and
Yes. Yes. So oliviapucci.com is my website, Pucci. And
Olivia Pucci.
Olivia Pucci.
Olivia Pucci.
Olivia Pucci Music on Instagram, and Olivia Pucci Music as well on Facebook. So you can reach me at any of those. I'll post all the time. Tuesdays are the new live show. But I think I might start throwing in a few more, you know, virtual shows just during the weekday. It just feels good, and to be able to like just kind of throw out that good energy to people. That's all that I really hope for, during
And
these
are you
times.
doing every Tuesday night?
Yeah,
In
Tuesday nights
Okay.
for this month, from 4 to 8 p.m.
Excellent, excellent.
Yay!
Take
Oh
us
my
out.
gosh, thank you so much for
God,
inviting me to do this. So fun. I
I
love
couldn't
talking to
wait.
you.
You have that. I was trying to think before I came on. It's that impenetrable, inaccessible, untouchable. You're so accessible, and yet there's that thing that you have, that charisma on stage, this beautiful persona that it's just. I think everybody should know you worldwide. And so if uh,
Thank you.
if we can use this show as one more step for you, let's do it. Let's
Thank
share
you
this
so
show
much.
worldwide, and everybody here to know Olivia Pucci is to love her. And now we all know her and we all love her. And so spread the
Yay!
word and hit me, because I think I'm going to go down there
Thank
next
you so
Tuesday.
much. Oh, yay! So fun. I
Take
love
us
it.
out
Thank
with
you.
another beautiful song, Shanti.
Okay. All right. Let's do this one just because, again, I want to keep it fun. I have a lot of ballady songs, but I think for this moment and this background and these shoulders, I gotta do something
Wait a minute, and
a
who
little
made
fun.
that dress? Who made that dress? Where did you
Honestly, I don't know. I got it online. I get all of my stuff online. It's so fun. I
Wow.
am not one of those shoppers that just likes to go to the stores and rummage. That's like the worst
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
I can be online for hours and like, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that.
Well,
And then yeah.
wherever you got that dress, they should sponsor you, honey, because
Oh, thank
that's so
you.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
You
All
look
right,
like a
let's see.
butterfly.
No.
Butterfly. Fly, high.
Oh yeah. Come on. Chris Cadenhead again
Yeah,
on the key.
Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
We love you, Chris Cadenhead.
Can't sleep at night, toss and turn, listen for your telephone. When I get your call, I'm all choked up. Can't believe you called my home. And as a matter of fact, it blows my mind that you would even talk to me. Because a girl like you is like a dream come true, a real life fantasy. No matter what your friends try to tell you, we were made to fall in love, and we will be together in any kind of weather. It's like that. Oh, every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Can't think too straight, I'm all confused. You must put a thing on me, 'cause ain't no words I can explain. I'm living in ecstasy. Well, you can best believe I got your back. You never had to feel no pain. Oh, I dedicate my life to you. You never left for love again. No matter what your friends try to tell you, we were made to fall in love, and we will be together in any kind of weather. It's like that. It's like that. Oh, every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step, every little, every little, every little step, yeah, yeah, Chris, yeah, 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 yeah. No matter what your friends try to tell you, we were made to fall in love, and we will be together any kind of weather. It's like that, it's like that. Oh, every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step, oh, every little, every little, oh, every little step, we'll be together.
Woo! Yes, 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 yes. Olivia Pucci, everybody.
Thank you.
Know Olivia Pucci is to love her. Now you all know her and you all love her. Follow her everywhere.
I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I will see you Tuesday night.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a beautiful day, night, evening, weekend, all of it. Enjoy it.
Good night, everybody. Mask up. Wash
That's
up.
right.
Be kind to each other and be kind to animals, please. Thank you. Dyan Kane, who's Zoomin Who?